dive.
Well, neither did he.
I did not do a deep dive into Jed York.
He was trying to do a deep dive.
Yeah. Will we do balls deep into Jed York? What I do know won't cost more than $140 if we do.
Accurate.
Lowest production budget I've ever had. Balls deep into Jed York.
Oh, baby. We here.
We steer
you in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna, and this is GPS. And this is Perna's last episode.
Huh?
Because Brandon Perna will be returning for another year of college. He's going to leave NFL YouTube and go on down to college YouTube and, just go back and try to dominate in his field.
Going back to the old Art Institute.
Yep. That's it.
New drawing classes, here I come.
Yeah, I'm glad that there are a bunch of folks who are like, yeah, no, this is not going to be a thing. I think this is even probably one of the most short-sighted decisions, right? When it came out of like, oh yeah, you can have NFL players return to college, and then it seems like we're putting the kibosh on that entire thing. It was a thing, and now it feels like it's no longer a thing. And I feel like that's the right decision, because I don't think if you get drafted, if you suit up for an NFL team, I don't think you go back to college. I think you're done now.
I disagree. I think this opens the door for fun. And I'm all about fun, Tom.
You want Tom Brady to return to Michigan?
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
His leather pants wearing ass, QBing Michigan. Let's do it.
Man, that's it.
I think here's the rule. Because this is from guys who missed out on the NIL in 2022 and still have a year of eligibility, right? I think if you can make more money in college, you should be allowed to go back and play. 2, maybe there should be an age limit. It's like 26 and under. Yeah, you can go back, but also 38 and older, you can go back. So yes, Tom Brady, if he has a year of eligibility, go back at 38.
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre could go back. Right now, Anthony Richardson in 15 years could go back to college, make a little cash, maybe.
I think JJ McCarthy could go back, and I don't think
JJ wants to go back.
And I don't think the Vikings would be upset about that either. They'd be like, okay, you go.
Maybe is the judge who ruled this initially from Minnesota? Can we find out where the judge was birthed in the first ruling?
I think you could have Kyler Murray and JJ McCarthy do a little 21 Jump Street, go back, and they can go and potentially catch Jed York once again. I think that they could go back. They could work for the feds. They can work for the cops. They go back to college, and no one's going to bat an eye. They're going to look at Kyler and be like, oh, that's obviously a student. They're going to look at JJ, obviously looks like a student. And then they can uncover why maybe they don't play so good at football.
Yeah.
But they learn important lessons.
It's a sting operation for Jed York, is what you're saying?
Yes.
But then this opens the door up to a bigger boss, a bigger villain, Terrion Arnold.
Oh. Okay.
String of college robberies, frat houses getting robbed all over the country. And we think it's a sorority girl, but it's just Terrion Arnold in a wig.
Damn.
What a good plot.
What a plot twist. Starting student teaching this week. Hey, listen, it's going to take you a little bit to get comfortable. Find your teaching voice. Those I say it all the time. Number one thing, you got to earn those kids respect. Just it ain't walk in and you're a teacher and they're automatically going to be like, oh, you're a teacher. We're going to listen and respect you. Got to earn it. Goes both ways.
The way you earn that, punish them day one.
That's
everybody. You will not do anything today. No learning, no coloring, no playing. You're going to stare at the wall. And then you just do that the whole time.
Oh, okay.
So you just do that, get on your phone.
Yeah.
Also wear a mask because those students are filthy little germ-carrying monsters.
Oh, yes. They have all the diseases. They're little monsters.
It's like 2 weeks into school, the entire school's sick. Yeah. Wear a gas mask the entire time.
That's fair. We have a lot to talk about as we are getting very close to the start of the regular season. We have the last of the preseason games being played this upcoming weekend. And then we're going to have roster cutdowns. And then a week after that, it's coming, bud. It's coming. And there's a lot of stories. I feel like this year in particular, right? Best of luck. I feel like there have been a lot of injuries. There's been a lot of fear over these past few days because there was, oh my God, Jamar Chase, he goes down in practice, right? And everyone's like, oh crap. Turns out he's okay, thankfully. Just a little hyperextension, according to Jamar Chase. But that was a little terrifying as you see folks who are getting injured left and right. On top of that, like Reuben Bain, he got banged up in practice. Thankfully, just an AC sprain. Should still be good. Also, every single clip that I've seen of Reuben Bain is, man, the rest of the NFL is really going to regret passing on this guy, which is what I felt like the consensus was after the draft, after he went all the way to Tampa. So yeah, I'm very excited to see him play, but he's okay. Just an AC sprain. And then we all...
Yeah, just a little AC joint sprain. No big deal.
That's it.
I think like Reuben Bain's going to be very interesting. Yeah, we'll probably get 2026 Curse logo posters. There you go. Right now, we've seen a little sample size of him playing, and he played well. Obviously, he's had a good training camp. And my thought about like Reuben Bain is he has had just the best PR campaign from the moment he was drafted.
Yeah.
Like the narrative before, the knock on him was his arms are short, right? Like that's why some teams were just like, I don't know if we're going to take a short-armed pass rusher.
Sure.
One of those silly things. And I think there are so many people out there, football nerds, who want Reuben Bain to just be great because he's done everything perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's going to be very good, but I'm having a difficult time differentiating between what people are watching and what people just want of Reuben Bain because I think people just like him. They like the guy. He's done everything right. He's got the right attitude. Also, he looks like an old school football player too. He looks like an actor from the 70s to me. Like, I don't know, his hairline's receding a little bit. He just kind of looks like a rugged badass and he's a rookie. So like, I think he's got a
sideline.
Yeah, he's got a lot going for him. And I just want all of that to be true. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. I hope he's as good as everybody wants him to be.
I mean, I think there's a decent chance, man. I mean, they are in desperate need of a pass rusher. So it's going to have every opportunity. Hey, Tom and Brandon. I'm Brandon. Those Brandons. Yes, Perna did work for Epic Rap Battles of History. He wrote all of the raps.
I was just going to say, I actually wrote every song.
And he starred in all of the videos. He just was green screened on. So
yeah, they just green screened Nice Peter's face over mine.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Because Nice Peter he was very talented, but when it came time to perform in front of the camera, he just couldn't do it.
Yeah. And that's why, and Brandon had the experience being a fluffer. So like it just carries over.
100%.
We think of Joe Brady.
We'll see.
He's going to be fine. Like I think that when he was announced, I was a little bit underwhelmed and I'm still a little underwhelmed, but I think because there's that familiarity, I don't think that you're going to have too much of a lag in production. I think that the offense is still going to look pretty damn good.
Yeah, I mean, like, being a head coach, there's so many more responsibilities versus just being like a play caller. And I think like the offensive chemistry will be the same, will be similar.
Yeah.
You know, I think we'll see how much Sean McDermott sort of meant to the Bills and keeping them as a cohesive unit. I just like, he's such a big question mark for me, and not in like a bad or good way. I'm not saying like I think he's going to be a bad head coach. It just kind of felt like McDermott was scapegoated a little bit. And when you do that, what is the upgrade that the Bills actually made, right? That's kind of the question you're trying to ask.
DJ Moore.
I think I think the real question is like, is Jim Leonhard going to be a really good defensive coordinator?
I talked about that as well when I did the AFC East predictions, which I think are maybe coming out today. I talked about the exact same thing, because that for me is probably where you're going to see the biggest jump, if there's going to be one, when it comes to the Bills. Because like, again, offense, I think, they were still a phenomenal running team. They were, I think they were about an average when it came to passing yards last year in the league. But that defense, especially the run defense, right? That's what you want to. That's what you want to see fixed. And I think Leonhard is a very good coach. And I think,
he was a hot name. He was a hot name. That was a nice get for them. Like, the question is, like, would it have been better to keep McDermott, Joe Brady, when Joe Brady was going to get head coaching interviews, and then make a change of defensive coordinator, bring in Jim Leonhard in that unit, or full change, which was the Bills change at head coach was a weird one. But if Jim Leonhard's good, then I think all of it will pan out for him.
Yeah, I agree. Josh Rosen is going to go back. Yeah, so that's how I feel about the Bills. I do want to talk about a couple of things, and I know that we're a little late here because we were in here on Monday because I was back in New York. While I was gone, though, Cleveland Browns fans.
Wait, what happened? What happened in Cleveland, Tom?
Man, I was explaining this entire saga to Maya yesterday and like what just transpired over the couple days I was gone, but then also expanded out and was like, well, actually, they've had a really rough offseason. Lose your defensive coordinator because he thinks he's going to get a head coaching gig, and then you trade away a generational player. And so in preseason world, the Cleveland Browns they're playing football, and they still have a quarterback problem in which their quarterback options are not so great. Deshaun Watson comes out on the field, gets booed. Shedeur Sanders had did you see 5.5 minute sideline interview? That was a thing. So they get booed, or excuse me, Deshaun Watson gets booed. He's asked about it in the post-game press conference where he's like, well, it's not a football thing. It's a personal thing. And it's a bit disrespectful. I've done so many things in the community. I've gone, and tried and make Cleveland my home. But, people are going to have opinions, but I think it's just disrespectful. And then goes on and he clarifies, I've never had any regrets in my life. And is and I was like, really? None? Not a single one. And so there is this huge backlash, right? And Shedeur Sanders, we're all people. So, when people boo, I don't really like that either. And then you have Todd Monken come out and be like, well, if you don't want to be booed, be a better quarterback, just play better at the position. Because if we want to just keep it to football, Also not good at that. And so then after this big old tidal wave of news where this is embarrassing for the Cleveland Browns and, oh my God, how could you even consider playing Deshaun Watson? The very next day, they name him as the starter. So I want to talk about that and just that saga.
Yeah. Which
Sorry.
They didn't even have to do it that week.
They did not. They
could have waited.
The next day. So just saying. The thing that I'm looking at is that the Browns, they start on the road, right? Their first 2 games are on the road. Their second game, if I'm not mistaken, is against Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then they have their home opener week 3. If they start the season 0-2 and Baker Mayfield just goes off on them week 2, man, week 3 is going to get real interesting. You have Dan Orlovsky, who's like, hey, boycott games. Just don't go to the games. which I feel like is pretty substantial for a nationally recognized media person to say about an NFL like fan base of like, hey, just do not go. It's pretty horrible, man. I feel so bad for Cleveland Browns fans. And obviously this has gone on for a long, long time, but it feels like every single time it can't get worse, it somehow gets worse. And we're not even talking about the play on the field.
The good news, usually it's always darkest before dawn, right?
Yes.
Unless you're a Browns fan. It's always darkest before it just gets darker. And then a little more dark.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. They're stuck in Plato's cave. There's no light.
There's no light.
There's no light in there.
Yeah.
I think, like, you know, looking at everything that's happened, we were all under the impression that the Browns were leaning towards starting Deshaun Watson.
Yes.
Like, that had kind of been the offseason story.
Yes.
But then we watched him play, and we were like, why? Because it was at least like, hey, Watson might be looking a little better in camp, like, sure. You know. And then he gets out there, and he just sucks. He sucks ass.
It's like
he's not good at all.
Bad. He's bad.
He's bad. He's not pushing the ball downfield, like, at all. And he's having some comically terrible throws. So, you're like, okay, what's the upside here? Oh, yeah, 0. There's no upside. What's the upside with Shedeur? Maybe a little bit. And then he does his press conference, and it's terrible. And I think the thing about Watson that has just not I mean, there's lots of things about him that don't sit well with people, but the fact that he has shown like no remorse for the situation, has never owned up to at least like part of what he did wrong. And you could say like a best case scenario, right? He was using these massage situations for consensual and paid sex, and that maybe he misread a few situations and thought that's what it was, and it wasn't. At best case scenario,
that's
right?
Best case scenario.
And he said, I was exploiting a situation. Like, he just never shown any remorse at any point. So when he says, I have no regrets, I could think of like 26 regrets, maybe that would come to mind.
Just a few.
So I think that, like, when he says something like that, that's what really drives people crazy. And that's if you're being very forgiving to the situation for him.
Yes.
And if one day we find out he was set up and he was framed and he was like, all of this was just the lawyer, you know, bringing all, if we find that out, fine, we'll all apologize. But I don't think anybody in the right mind actually believes that. So take that out of the equation entirely. And you're just looking at quarterback play. Yes. Not good enough to earn the starting job.
Correct.
I mean, the Falcons, it's funny because Stefanski goes to Atlanta. And now Tua's been terrible.
Yep.
And they don't even know who they're going to have. Like, Tua is losing a quarterback battle that he was not battling for. He was supposed to be the starter until Penix is good. And now they're like, dang, we've got nothing to show for Tua. So you would think Todd Monken would be like, all right, yeah, let's just start Shedeur. And then the other way to look at this, if you're being very kind to the Browns, is, okay, yeah, Todd Monken wants Shedeur to really have a grasp of the offense. 2 road games. They're going to be tough. Throw Watson out there. Let them work out the kinks for their offensive line, and then bring in Shedeur when they feel like, everything's functioning a little better. But
it's exactly what you said, right? And what team do I think has the most potential to be a positive surprise? Might be the New Orleans Saints. I think the Saints have a potentially, like, they have a low floor, but they also could have a decently high ceiling.
Yeah.
The Saints are a weird team this year. I feel like that they could surprise some people. They're also in a division where,
I think Baker Mayfield breaks the record for most passing touchdowns in a game week 2. Nobody likes a revenge game more than Baker.
If they're
week 2, 8 TDs he throws against the Browns.
If there is a game that Baker Mayfield is motivated to just go on, every week you want to win. Sure. Let's just say, and Baker, who has spoken himself, who has had chips on his shoulder before. Oh, man. If he just lights him up, yeah, week 3 is going to get real interesting. But it's exactly what you said, man, right? Like, there is all the off the field stuff when Deshaun Watson comes in, and it kind of is just piled on one another. And I feel like none of this is new, right? And it's exactly what you said, that there was already this expectation that Watson was going to start this year because he's in the final year where he's actually going to be on the team, which again makes this past, what was that, about a month ago? He was asked about potentially getting another contract. He's like, oh, I'd love another contract with Cleveland. You are getting run out of town, my friend, like run out of town. So they're going to be paying him forever, right? So they're going to be paying him well beyond this year, but this will be his last year on the actual squad. You make arguably, and I know Herschel Walker, you make arguably the worst trade in NFL history, because it's really high up there, man. Like it's
the worst. It is the worst.
It's pretty.
There's no questioning it.
Gotta look out. So it's 3 first-round draft picks. It is a fully guaranteed contract, and you are playing like absolute, like they got zero return on this. You got all the bad PR in the world, right? Baker Mayfield's no longer there. So you haven't had good, consistent QB play since you brought him in. You've been trying to draft other quarterbacks, and they're still growing and developing. That's the best case scenario. And again, Watson, even when healthy, which has been a problem these last few years, takes the field and is absolute dog water. So it's whatever one you want to take. And it just feels like if you're a Cleveland Browns fan, this organization just finds new and innovative ways every single time to make it that much worse. Because now it feels like for this season, you traded away Myles Garrett, right? And I still think their defense is going to be good because they have some really talented players on that defense. So you're going to waste another year of that defense, which who knows if that's going to take a step down because you lost your defensive coordinator because he thought he was getting the head coaching job, right? Your offense, you hope, develops, but the best case scenario is that they suck and that you are able to draft a quarterback next year. That's like best case scenario. So we're about to get into the NFL season where we're going to see 17 weeks of football, and already Browns fans are like, this is miserable. Please, God, make it stop. And we haven't even started. We still have another preseason game to play. That's tough, man. That's tough.
Yeah, and it's like, we know why Deshaun is still there. This is the reason. Like if you cut him, he has just insane dead cap hits if you were to cut him. With him on the roster, the Browns still have the second most in dead cap money out there. So they are in such a horrible situation. And Andrew Berry, their general manager, I think he's very good at drafting. I think that's a strength of his. But how they have managed their cap situation since this trade has just been very short-sighted. And now they are paying the piper. They're in a 2-year window of where they have really no options, or at least all options are bad options, and they just kind of got to eat it.
Because, like, the Dolphins, right, obviously leading it in dead cap, like, they went through a fire sale this past offseason, right? They got rid of a lot of these big-time contracts. Obviously, no more Tua, no more Tyreek Hill, no more Bradley Chubb. Like,
yeah, the Dolphins, it's
trade away Waddle. But the intention behind it is like, oh, we are going, like, we're probably not going to be great. We are actively rebuilding. We have a new GM. We have a new head coach, new quarterback, a whole new world. For Cleveland, their window, because the only reason they traded for Deshaun Watson was because they had this window where they're like, hey, we have a really damn good defense. We have some nice pieces on offense. We can go and contend. Because if you watch old Deshaun Watson in Houston, right, when he was like at the top of his game, dude was a great quarterback. Like, holy crap. Like, we talked about him in the same breath of, damn, like Patrick Mahomes and just his athletic ability. He can scramble, he can throw and we've seen none of that. So they got none of that upside. They got all the downside. He's barely played for them. When he's played for them, he's been awful. He has all the off the field stuff. And now it's just, man, it's coming to a head. What do Browns fans have to be happy about?
Nothing.
Literally nothing. And I know it's been like that for a minute, but holy crap, man, is it bleak. Like, while at least we're like, all right, football's coming back, man, Browns fans are like, well, football's coming back.
I just root for the other close team, the Bengals this year.
There you go.
Root for the Bengals.
There you go.
Cleveland.
So, yeah, man, it's pretty tough. It's pretty damn tough. But
and let's say if Watson starts every game, it might just be because he is bad.
Yeah.
Maybe he takes them to the number 1 overall pick.
And that's the best case scenario at this point. And again, I think, unfortunately, it's like another year of that defense just being wasted.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man. Hey, cursed shirts. That's what you get. You get Broncos fans in Perna and Rachel Chiefs fans combined.
They're selling like hotcakes.
Cursed.
They are selling like hotcakes.
Cursed. Always taking out the trash. Always. So I'm sorry, Browns fans. I'm just sorry that you're dealing with this on a consistent basis. I'm sorry that there is very little to look forward to. Because, like, even if you're a Cardinals fan, right? Like, this season probably doesn't look super optimistic. But you're like, I hope just to see some bright spots. This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, those other teams on that dead cap, like the Dolphins, the Jets, the Cardinals in the top 5 or 6 there, like, you go, oh yeah, that's kind of part of what they're trying to do. That's part of it. The Browns just feel like we don't have a plan. Our owner kind of just makes
terrible,
brash decisions, forces them into our organization, and we just have to live with it.
Yep.
So,
not great, Bob. Yes, this is the tame version of Perna. That is 100% accurate.
I dial it down to 9 for Tom out of respect.
Sometimes it goes up to 11 every now and then.
Yeah,
but it's just that's the usual. I think he will.
Another interesting quarterback situation in your division. One JJ McCarthy.
Yes. There's some rumors going around.
Well, yeah, I can't tell if this is Florio just kind of clickbaiting people, but
I can't imagine he's off the team.
Yeah. When the Vikings acquired Kyler Murray, we knew Kyler was the starter. But now they're suggesting that Carson Wentz is going to be QB2, which would make JJ McCarthy QB3. And Florio is suggesting that the Vikings are ready to try and trade JJ McCarthy before the season starts and are willing to cut him. I wrote this joke into my episode this morning. Captain Snack Bars, quite literally for our bold predictions episode, because the bold prediction is Pat McAfee's not going to win a Grammy. And then
that's the bold prediction.
Yeah, the bold prediction, it will not win a Grammy. And I said, less than 2 weeks after he dropped his album, Dolly Parton said, I don't want to be a part of the country music world anymore if this music's coming into my genre.
Oh, you could just leave the industry. She's like, not enough.
Yeah.
Not enough. R.I.P. Dolly Parton. Legend. Absolute legend. Yes, JJ McCarthy. I don't think it does. I don't think that there's any upside for them to straight up cut him.
No.
Like, none whatsoever.
That's Florio, I think, off his rocker.
I don't think...
I think he's drunk in his barn or wherever the fuck he works out of at night.
Because he's got multiple years left.
Why would you cut first round QB? The money is small because, it's not insignificant, but...
Dude, his cap hit is $5.9 million.
Yeah. It would... Cutting it... Now, trading him, if Kevin O'Connell's like, you know what? He's not going to work here. I know that. It's going into year 3. I know that about JJ. I don't think he's got what it takes to quarterback for me. Fair. There would be a few teams interested in trading for him. Trading a lot? No. But you get something for him. So a trade, I see that as a feasible thing. I also just don't think Kevin O'Connell is going to give up on him yet. I mean, McCarthy's rookie season completely ruined by his knee injury.
Yeah.
Last year did not go as planned. But this is a guy whose big question coming out of college was he has not been asked to throw the football a ton. The team he won for, their identity was a run-first team with a very good defense, and he was just a very solid point guard quarterback who did throw well when asked, but they're like, not at the clip you'd want to evaluate for an NFL QB. Since being in the NFL, he has really just not had the repetitions, I think, to fairly evaluate him. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. I don't know any of that stuff. That's the only thing like Kevin O'Connell can sort of determine. But if he's traded, I think it would be interesting. But I still feel like that's unlikely as well.
It's unlikely, I think, because you still have this year. You have next year. I'd probably imagine they're not doing a 5th-year option unless he somehow takes a huge step. But it makes no sense for this year. You keep him on a rookie deal. It's a cheap contract. The thing is, because like we saw JJ McCarthy play this last preseason game, and you start to see like some of the flaws in his game, right? Like, yeah, he missed some receivers. He had some nice throws, right? He throws like 1,000,000 miles an hour. Like he throws really, but that's kind of the only speed he's doing it at. It just feels like he is a young quarterback with not a lot of experience, like you just said. And I think that's just what you're seeing on the field. The problem is, if this was the Cleveland Browns, if this was the Arizona Cardinals, if this was even the Tennessee Titans, if this was the New York Jets, I think you're giving him a little bit more grace. You'll see how he looks this year. He'll be the starter. Call it a day, right? And if he develops, great. If he doesn't, unfortunate, probably the last time he's going to get a chance for that specific squad. The problem is with the Minnesota Vikings, they're in this win now situation where they have this insanely good defense. They have arguably the best wide receiver in football. They have a great receiving core, right? They should be pretty damn good this year, minus we don't know what's going on at quarterback. So I feel like when it comes to the Vikings, they're just now put in this scenario where they can't afford to keep on wasting years of that really damn good defense. So it's kind of like, all right, well, we need somebody to complete some passes.
Yeah. I think like the Vikings, they're going to trade him. They do it after this season. And it's because Kyler Murray is very good. And they're like, you know what? We got Kyler on this 1-year cheap deal. Now we're going to sign him to an extension. We want Kyler to be the starter. Let's trade away McCarthy and get something for him. Yeah. I think the only thing that can save JJ McCarthy is if he kills 9. He has to kill the alter ego.
He has to. And make a full video about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's like, sorry, this was clearly, everything went wrong after I revealed I have an alter ego. And I am going to kill him.
Yeah.
I am taking him to the woodshed.
Mm-hmm. Rank the new rivalry uniforms. Okay, so I got a chance to see these a few weeks ago. So 2 things. 1, I think this is across the board. I really don't like how much of a drop off there is between the stitched version and the print screen version for like the game jerseys. And that's for all of them. Like the quality drops off pretty significantly from when they're actually stitched to just printed on there. That being said, I really love the Packers one. I love the coloring of it. They finally got the yellow stripe on the helmet. The details of having the numbers be the same texture as the stock certificates, I thought was really damn cool. I love the old school logo. Like, yeah, I'm all about the Packers. I really like the Vikings one too, but I don't like the Packers print screen one. I don't like the Vikings print screen one, but the stitched ones look great.
That's Vikings? Really I thought that was a Ravens one.
Yeah, I can see it.
Is it Ravens or Vikings?
Those are Vikings.
The purple one? This is the purple one's Vikings?
Yeah, it's the NFC North and the AFC South.
It's well, I don't like the Vikings because it makes me think they're the Ravens.
Well,
last thing I need to be is more confused, Tom.
Fair. The Lions do look like the Panthers a little bit.
Yeah. Packers pretty clean. I like the Bears. I think the Texans, very nice. Tribute to the Oilers, at least kind of color scheme wise. But I think this is where it doesn't matter. I personally really like the Jaguars. I like the leopard pants, but they're getting shit on pretty strongly. I feel a lot of people are poo-pooing on them. So what do I know?
I really like the Jaguars helmet. Like I like how it all looks together. I'm a fan of the Jaguars one.
I think the pants need to be bolder, more leopard. I think I need a little bit of gold leopard in there.
The Colts, I feel like, look similar to the Lions alternative ones. Like, because they have
the
like
Lions and Colts to play each other in those uniforms.
And then just it's gonna be really confusing. I really like Houston's. I think the Titans did a really nice job. Like theirs looks pretty cool. I like the blue. The Bears one is interesting. And I know people are like, oh, just because the Bears. But I like the Vikings one. The Bears, I'm kind of back and forth on, but I do love the pose that Caleb Williams is sitting in when he was modeling the jerseys, because the meme potential is pretty high. So will the Titans be good this year for Dolly? You could hope.
You better be, Tennessee.
Yeah, you better be. She was an angel.
Dude,
Angel. Yes. So
wait, just let me say AI is just out of control, Tom. I'll go to try to just find the picture you're talking about, and
yeah,
and that's a video.
Yeah, we're in hell.
Part of you is like, maybe I'll use that.
Definitely worth the water. Yes, there's also a trade that occurred. So we talked about this. I feel like this was like near the end of last season. So Boutte is now in Houston, which I really like this trade for the Texans because they lose Higgins for the year, right? So he was a really nice up-and-comer. He had a good season last year. He's out. He gets hurt in camp. So they bring in Boutte, who at times was like the best wide receiver that the Patriots had because they didn't really have too many options. He's got speed. He's got pretty damn good hands. Like, I think that this is a great option for CJ Stroud and that Texans offense. And when it comes to the Patriots, they get Reed. They get some nice depth there with the secondary. Like, he's also an emerging player. So, like, we'll see how he's going to play because this is only his second year, right, for Jalen Reed? Because he's super young.
Yes.
So
let me see.
I think that I think it's a good deal for everybody, but I really like this for the Texans.
Boutte, one of the best deep threats last year, I believe. It'll be interesting to see if he has the same success with CJ Stroud in that role, but a necessary move for the Texans. Ultimately, I think a more impactful move for the Texans. But really, the X factor here is Mike Vrabel. Just going into 2026 is like, I just can't be around Boutte. Any sort of Boutte, got to be out of here because it will be a distraction for me. No, no digs, no Boutte, nothing. I want zero temptations. And just by seeing that name, of course, would make him think of his affair, which he can no longer have. He's not getting any Boutte at home, so he is just Boutteless for 2026. Respect. Which honestly, respect when you realize you have a problem, Tom, and you just eliminate it from your life altogether.
That's right. Cold turkey. No more Boutte.
No more Boutte for Vrabel.
Jets
now, if the Patriots suck this year, Vrabel better get some Boutte in 2027.
Bailey over. I mean, both of them have been they play against. Isn't that the preseason game this year? This week, excuse me. Isn't it the Giants Jets? I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
But I mean, both have. I've heard good things from both camps that they're playing well.
Yeah.
So
there hasn't been like any like signature plays that stand out for people to be like, oh shit, you know, Bailey did this or Arvell Reese did this. I've seen videos on both guys and like what people like about what they're doing, but it's so early. Yeah. It's just like, let's see what they look like during the season.
Well, I mean, Brandon paid Rachel for the curse logo, so I would think he saw them.
Yeah.
I would think. I have not seen it. I saw the Substation one. Substation was great.
That's a new one. That's not even available yet.
That's not. Oh, look at that. Brandon, the real questions. If we had a child, what would their name be, and what team would they root for? They'd probably be a Chiefs Vikings fan, just out of spite. Probably just out of spite, right?
Yeah.
What is our child's name?
That is
Tolandon?
Boy or girl.
What?
If it's a boy, Jordan Elway.
You know what?
Jordan Elway. Boom.
Well, what last name?
That's just their one. It's just Jordan Elway's their last
Jordan
name.
Elway. I like that. I like Jordan Elway.
Yeah.
I can be okay with that. Wow, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
Easy.
Well,
best of both worlds.
Jordan Elway. I like that. Oh, I'll do that. Richard. What? Hey, listen. The whole reason.
Wait, we could really tie the name together.
Yeah.
We'll just call the name will be Brandon McManus.
No.
Brandon McManus Grossi. There,
No.
we got your last name in it.
Nope, don't want it in
My
there.
first name, kicker who helped me win a Super Bowl, and a kicker who was a Packer. Brandon McManus Grossi.
I'm good. If we want to go down that route, man, we can go Russell.
Russell's a good name.
Russell's a good name.
Everybody likes bread.
Everyone likes bread. Everyone likes bread. Hey, listen, Dolly Parton, legend.
As long as you don't name, as long as it's not Paxton, I can do it.
Yes. So yeah, that's the other thing that we were alluding to.
Eats bread.
Sorry.
Everybody eats bread. Yeah. So Jed York, the
Grand Old Duke of York,
the owner of the San Francisco 49ers, involved in a little got caught.
Prostitution
Ohio.
sting.
Yeah, got caught in Ohio trying to solicit a prostitute. Ended up in a trailer park in Ohio, which is that true that the owner of like the trailer park was like, oh no, this wasn't his final destination. He was just caught here, which I don't know. I don't know what, I feel like you'd want to drum up business and be like, hey, our trailer park's so great that even the owner of the San Francisco 49ers coming out here.
If I'm Jed York, I take the Kyle Shanahan approach and I say, I accidentally turned the autopilot off on my Tesla and I just ended up in the trailer park. And I was giving them $140 for directions to get out of there. It was not for sex. It was not for sex. I just turned off the autopilot. It took me to the wrong neighborhood. You know, forgive me.
So 49ers fans who have been going through this offseason with injuries and just trying to prepare themselves for this upcoming season, now their owner is getting busted for prostitution. Yeah. So did not expect to see that story this past weekend. That was Jed York.
I don't know, man. If I have that much money, I feel like I'm thinking of more efficient ways to pay for sex. I mean, I think I could be better at paying for sex if I had the same amount of money as Jed York.
Also, right, and maybe I'm incorrect here, out of all the stories that could have, this is not even like a top 5 like worst thing that we like. This is okay, man. All right, sure, man. Just trying to rock out.
Yeah, it's a misdemeanor.
You know,
you're gonna pay a fine.
It happens. You know, but yeah. Just did not expect to see Jed York caught in Ohio at a trailer park trying to solicit a prostitute.
But I do expect to see Robert Kraft and Jed York chumming it up at the owners' meeting.
Oh, that owners' meeting next year. He's going to be like, yeah, this guy. Yep.
You, me, you, you, me, you, me, you, you, me, you, me, you.
Yep. So, you know, that's, but it's
also...
Niners,
weird offseason. York, Kyle Shanahan, car crash.
Yes.
Brandon Ayuk is still on the team, but is not going to play.
Yep.
Substation has reached just
critical mass.
Yeah, like, I don't know, man. I was down on them. Now I'm okay. Now I think that I'm high on the Niners again.
That tracks for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you think that Jed York's approach to free agency and prostitution is very similar? He doesn't like to spend a lot of money, right? But he's able to find talent in maybe some unexpected places.
Yeah.
But it winds up biting him in the ass, right? Because, like, you're making trades to go and draft Trey Lance. That didn't work out. Here was a prostitution sting.
Yeah.
That didn't work out.
The only way this could have been more on brand for the 49ers is if Jed York would have gotten injured trying to pay $140 for sex.
Yes. He was reaching in for his wallet and his hand cramped up.
Yeah. It's like sprained hand. Jed York tears ACL while trying to pay $140 for sex after switching off autopilot on Tesla.
Seriously, what an offseason, man. We have never needed football more than we do right now. Well, Caroline, literally, even if you want to put because this man's been getting booed for a while, right? For all the off the field stuff. Even if like Perna said, if you want to be the most forgiving, separate, which is nearly impossible to do. He also sucks at being a quarterback. He's bad at football now. The quarterback that you saw in Houston is not the same quarterback. It is very different. And you're like, okay, well, maybe it's because he was injured. Well, those excuses are gone now. So yeah, it's just, and also everything else. Yeah. So yeah, gonna get some booze.
Watson, he committed the ultimate sin, and that was sucking after he allegedly did all those things. If he was good, people would have, I don't know if they would have forgiven him, but they would have allowed him to go on and play.
But there would have been less backlash because, as we know, if you can throw football good or run real fast, you're going to get a lot of opportunities.
And I think maybe the most ironic thing I saw was, I think it's a clip from Ben Roethlisberger's podcast of them talking about the Browns QB situation and him saying why they should start Shedeur Sanders.
I mean, the AFC North is just watching this going.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Yep. The irony
he threw football good after. He threw football good after.
He threw football good. Yep, that's it. Yeah, so this I saw too, people cheering at this. That's what they were like, hey, they were cheering because that was Watson's argument, right? These fans were cheering when I got hurt.
Yeah.
And
no, they were cheering for you to make a speedy recovery.
There you go. They're saying
that's
boo
what
earns.
I'll tell him.
Boo earns.
Boo earns.
Boo earns. Are the Browns already tanking for Manning? I mean, but he's not even the consensus, man.
Yeah.
For next year. So it's, again, that's the best case scenario, that you suck this year and you're able to go and draft a franchise quarterback next year that hopefully is going to move you forward.
Yeah.
But it's another year of running into a wall.
Yeah. The best case scenario is they land with the number 1 pick. Shedeur Sanders plays long enough where the Browns keep losing, but people are going, you know what? It's not really his fault they're losing. It's kind of like Cam Ward last year. Hey, there's enough here. Sure. We think he's good. The situation's bad.
Yeah.
But the Browns draft their next guy. Then they can trade Shedeur for some extra draft capital. That's how they rebuild. And unfortunately, even with the number 1 pick in the draft and the quarterback of their future on roster, they will still have Deshaun Watson in 2027. I mean, what a great mentor for another rookie.
They're going to be paying him forever. They're going to be paying him for a while, man, because they just kicked that can down the road.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson is going to be causing the Cleveland Browns some problems for years to come.
Yeah.
Years to come. It's not great. Perna, did you watch The Odyssey?
No.
It was good. I liked it.
I have not been able to watch The Odyssey yet.
Ashton Jeanty on the mend. So that's important too, because you're talking about Jeanty. Last thing I heard about Jeremiah Love is they're still aiming for week 1, but hopefully he'll be good. But yeah, he's done for the preseason. Of Hunter getting a pick 6 on Shedeur week 1. Yeah, I mean, honestly,
he'll pick 6 Watson.
I want to find a way to make sure that I'm streaming that Browns Buccaneers game.
It's going to be...
That has the potential to be great.
It's going to be hot.
That has the potential to be really, really good.
It's going to be hot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, if there is any organization that could just consistently make their teams fans miserable, it is the Cleveland Browns. So it's just true.
Ashton Jeanty sprained his ankle, but there's some fake reports that he tore his ACL. So Raiders fans went through a strong panic session out there. But he should be all right. The good news for the Raiders is Mike Washington has looked great this preseason.
Sure.
So they don't have to rush Jeanty back. Like Mike Washington's been good enough where you, all right, he's got an ankle sprain. He could play week 1, but let's just let him heal and get right.
Yeah. So real quick, speaking of healing and getting right. So Micah Parsons went on a podcast and they were the date that's been circled is week 6, which is that Sunday night game against the Dallas Cowboys. Because he can come back in October, like that's when the window's open. But he seems to be very conservative about that time frame. He's like, that'd be really optimistic. Like I want to feel like myself. Like I don't want to go out there and embarrass myself. Yeah, man. Like you come back week 10. You come back week 10. You come back right, and then that's the most important thing. We'll see how the defense does in your absence, but yeah, the worst thing that you could do is rush him out there and he doesn't look good and he could get hurt again and it would not be good. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little later for Micah Parsons.
Yeah, don't rush him back. You got Mahomes coming back from an ACL, right? So you got Parsons, you got Mahomes. And there are the freak cases like Adrian Peterson, tore his ACL, was back 9 months later and was just insane. But then it's just one of those injuries that you don't know how well it's actually healed. How strong are your surgically repaired ligaments in your knee? And look to the Panthers with Jonathan Brooks, who they didn't really need to get back on the field when they did, and he retore his ACL. So I think when you're looking at some of those players, just wait. Be extra cautious. Edge rusher, quarterback, receiver, those positions where you're hard on that part of your knee. So, you got Malik Neighbors, because
he just took off the red jersey, I think. So we're going to start to see him a little bit more active. But yeah, man, like there's zero upside to rushing these guys back. Like, yeah, then they have to account for Micah Parsons, but God forbid he gets injured again. Like, thankfully, Micah's young, right? So it's yeah. No, listen, the Browns fans don't deserve this, right? Their ownership is garbage, and it's just ask good old Washington fans, man, it's really difficult to get rid of an owner. Really difficult.
Yeah,
they came over and traded Giannis.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I'm just saying, that's what we're saying. It's getting real close. There's also some other injuries, right, Brandon?
Calvin Austin tore his ACL. The Giants. And Bud Clark. We knew he was going to be out for most of the season, but officially out all season with his broken leg. And Jordan Love done for the season.
Nope, that's not accurate.
Hurt butt.
Texans O-line Braden Smith just got carted off.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, that was 5 minutes ago. That's not good.
And he has had a lot of injury issues.
Ugh. Yeah, I just saw that Tim Curry also just died like a few minutes ago.
Both 80 years old.
Yeah, because I know Tim Curry was dealing with some health issues for a while. Damn, dude, legend. Also, really good as Pennywise in the It TV movie. True story. He was terrifying. Scared the crap out of me.
I liked him as the hotel clerk in Home Alone 2.
Yes, that's a good pull. Yeah, because the TV's running and yep. Keep the change, you filthy animal. Oh, dude, real quick. So I haven't been able to watch Hard Knocks this year, but I've seen like a bunch of clips. The clip came across my feed of Bobo getting hurt. Dude, that was a tough watch. Like that was like when you hear him screaming in agony, I was like, oh yeah, this is it puts it into context once again, because usually
Yeah.
like it's when someone gets a serious injury on TV, right? The game audio is not there, right? It's kind of like, or like the field audio, I should say, is not there. But good God, man, with all those HBO cameras, yeah, he is just screaming in agony. It was so brutal to watch, man. I like Bobo so much. So I hope it's a fast recovery, but dude, that stopped me for a second yesterday of like, cause I was just catching up on what I missed. And yeah, that was a brutal clip.
Yeah. Like keep that in mind. When you see like an athlete tear their ACL and they kind of get up and they try to walk it off and then they're, you know what I mean? Like you've seen guys tear their ACL.
Yeah.
And you don't think they tore their ACL because they don't react like that.
Yes.
Their pain threshold is just on a different level.
Oh yeah.
When I tore my ACL and LCL, one of the most painful, and I was 5 or 6 beers deep. Like I had some numbness in my body. And I was just like, oh my God, what just happened? So yeah, Jake Bobo's reaction is the norm. And when you see dudes not react like that, something's wrong with them.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, he's just holding his knee and screaming.
Yeah, that's what you do. You scream.
And Sam Darnold is like, and everybody knows, right? Like everybody in the Seahawks knew immediately. And we're like, well,
he's
that's
done.
Horrendous.
He's done.
It's horrifying. It's horrifying. Well, Curse Wheel will be coming back very soon because the season is almost upon us. There it is. Just lingering in the background. Just. Oh, the Shailene clip. Hold on, I got to go into clickbait for that. Hold on. I got you. I don't know if that's honoring her, but we can make this work. Hold on. There it is.
Shailene, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man.
Yeah. I think the funniest tweet I saw was about the Dolly Parton news. Somebody just tweeted, I know that bitch Jolene is responsible for this.
I don't know who did it, but I'm thinking it's Jolene.
It's that, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Sorry, I'm failing at helping Patriots fans see how good Romeo Doubs is. I understand you're upset about the booty. But Romeo will help you find love once again.
Yeah.
He will.
Can Romeo help you find love without booty, though, Tom?
It's tough.
Story as old as time.
We'll see, dude. I mean, we'll see what the Braden Smith injury is, if it's anything serious. But Stroud he's got some help. He's got some support this year. So, again, there is a ton of pressure because, dude, that defense is a Super Bowl caliber defense. Now it's time to go. So, we'll see. Rogue, appreciate you, my friend. Thank you. Perna, what do you got coming out today?
We have our quarterback video about the sophomore QB class this year.
Oh, nice.
So we did one last year for, Caleb and Jaden and Bo and those guys. It's Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, Tyler Shuck, Shedeur Sanders. So
you're taking another player from another team in the NFL to play for your team. Who would it be? Take either Myles Garrett or Patrick Surtain.
Oh,
I'll take so. We could use a corner. I would love
compliment. To yes, Surtain is good.
I'll take Gonzalez.
Who would I take?
Take Witherspoon.
Who would I take? JJ
McCarthy.
I'm gonna play a little chess here, and I'm taking Trace Mack.
I thought you like your kicker.
I do. We're gonna keep 2 kickers, and I'm just taking Trace Mack so the Packers don't have him.
All right. Well, we took.
He
Surtain.
Looks great. He looks like he's gonna solve some problems for you.
He does look great. He does look great. Perfect in the preseason. Perfect. Which, did you get my voicemail?
Oh no, I didn't listen to it.
Did you delete it immediately?
Yeah. It went straight to trash.
Yeah, that's fair.
No,
yeah.
I was I was doing bedtime with Carm and then forgot.
Nothing important that I was calling about. Which, by the way, so what my voicemail said is, wow, The Green Bay Packers have only won one game in 2026, and it was against the Denver Broncos. Way to suck, Brandon. Way to suck.
Classic.
Got him.
Classic.
The quality's so bad. Like, that's why. So the Packers, they have the limited jerseys, which are at least stitched on, which if I'm going to get one, it's going to be that. But I really like the print screen ones are pretty terrible, man. They're pretty awful. Oh, man. All right, man. I'm very sorry to hear that. Small plane crash. Hopefully your brother is
Holy shit.
Holy crap, man. Hopefully your brother is able to make that recovery.
Yeah.
Brandon, he didn't ask for the clip, so I'm assuming don't play the clip.
I won't play it.
Don't play the clip.
Man, that's terrible.
Love for your family, man. That's crazy. Yeah. Hopefully, take some time for yourself. Make sure you're good. Nothing but love for you and the fam.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're just talking about that, dude. Rough week. And it's only Wednesday. Wednesday, 11. So, dudes, that's what I would say. You saw that in the AFC South video, but I recorded that last week and it's still not out, so you haven't. But yes, this is what we talked about. They are a quarterback away from going to the Super Bowl, in my humble opinion. It's just,
if that defense is as good as it was last year, you are correct.
We'll see. Yeah. I'm curious. The Giants are a very curious team.
Yes.
Very
So curious.
That's between Maya and I. What one random evening on a Q&A, it was what was our child's name going to be is DeBrickashaw, which makes sense. Brandon, it's Jordan Elway. Yeah. Seahawks
Jordan
fan?
Hudson Elway.
What was it?
Jordan Hudson Elway.
I love how it's neither of our last names. Just
yeah. That's a luxury we get.
That's pretty fantastic.
There you go.
I think the AFC East predictions are coming out today. If not, I want to do a skip before I leave on the Cleveland Browns. So that also might come out today. We are not going to be back until next Friday, just because I'm going to London today. So I will be back in a week, and then we'll rock and roll. And then I don't leave anywhere until like February. So
yeah, Tom will be in London.
Yeah.
If I get my S together, maybe I'll do another solo stream, but who knows?
Man, why don't you go get Garrett?
I will.
He's your best friend.
When the Vikings trade JJ McCarthy, I'll go get Garrett to do a show.
That's fair. That's very, very fair. Hey, first thing I heard was Brandon talk about paying for comfort. What have I missed? Oh, just the owner of the 49ers getting caught soliciting prostitutes. Just, it's another day. That's it. Hey, yeah, I heard it's an area. East Palestine in Ohio. Hey.
When I first read East Palestine, I'm like, wait, where was Jed York?
Yeah, where did he go?
He got arrested there. That could be bad.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Right. Trailer Park Gang. That's it.
That's in Ohio?
NFL buyouts. You've never really they won't do it because, dude, the NFL players want guaranteed contracts to begin with, but they get hurt where they're screwed. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. RIP Tim Curry. Legend. Go do the time warp. Pay your respects. That's it. Great. Hey, Cyber with a $5. But folks, we'll see you on Friday. No, I am going to go to Wembley though to watch wrestling. Gonna go watch wrestling. Wembley Stadium. But folks, we'll see you next week. There'll be content that's gonna come out like every other day that I'm gone. And yeah, football is almost upon us. It is almost here. It's coming. But folks, thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is G. This is P. And this is S. And you have been navigated. Oh, is that where it's... Oh, that's where it derailed.
And you reached your destination.